Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. It's going to be, well, a little bit hotter today, a little bit more humid, leading to a little bit more of a heat index value from what we saw yesterday and the day before as well. So that's really going to be the story as we wrap up this week and head into the upcoming weekend. Even more heat stress as we head into next week. And I know a lot of kids are heading back to the sports here as we get into next week, band practices, and a lot of those are going to be outdoors. So something to keep in mind. But let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast. So yesterday we did top out at 91 degrees, a fairly average day for most of us. Chattanooga was about 4 degrees warmer than average. Crossville, same with you, and also about 3 degrees warmer in Tri-City. So either way you look at it, we were a little bit warmer and a little bit more humid yesterday. As we take a look at your weather headlines, expect a little bit warmer of a day today. A little bit more humidity. It's going to be sunny and quiet and dry. Temperatures will continue to warm with near record highs, little in the way of rain until late next week, but there are signs of a cold front to be heading our way, and that will bring us some slightly cooler weather, not to mention a better chance for some rain showers, which is desperately needed. So I'll talk about those rain chances coming up here in just a few minutes. We start the morning off with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. We'll climb into the upper 80s as we get into the lunch hour. Now, our goal today, remember yesterday we made it into the low 90s for many of us. We'll be in the mid to upper 90s throughout the day today. You factor in humidity, so dew points will continue to climb throughout the day. We're going to be back into the low to mid 60s for those dew point numbers, and that's going to put our heat index values back in the mid to upper 90s as well. So we're not going to be dealing with much of a heat index value today as what we will see through the weekend and the start of next week. So when you look at your heat stress, if you have outdoor plans or if you work extended amounts of time outside, it is on the lower side throughout the day today. But that quickly changes as we get into next week. And again, more details on that in just a moment. Enjoy your Friday night. It's still going to be warm by 6 at 93, 89 degrees by 8, and down to 83 degrees by 10. Again, not as much of a heat index value today as A, what we've seen so far this season, and B, what's going to be heading our way as we get into next week with much warmer temperatures on the way as well. So high pressure is the name of the game. If you have any sort of travel plans today across the eastern seaboard, well, we do have a stalled out frontal boundary that's going to continue to bring in scattered showers and thunderstorms across the eastern seaboard. And then as we get into Sunday, a little disturbance to our north, but high pressure stays strong for us. So that's not going to produce much in the way of rainfall here locally. Heaviest rainfall is going to be across the Carolinas from the nation's capital all the way down to Charleston. Could see anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall plus. So again, if you have travel plans for vacation across the eastern seaboard, keep that in mind. And notice that we just don't really have much of a chance for rain here across East Tennessee. Rain chances will stay pretty null and void all the way through Monday. Then we'll start to elevate those rain chances. Here comes a frontal boundary, and that's going to drop our rain chances on Thursday, but it is also going to bring us a little bit more comfortable weather. And this is great news to pass along. While we don't have much in the way of rain over the next 3 to 5 days, as we get into day 6 and 7, we're going to start to see more rain chances as that cold front swings its way on into the area. Dew points will gradually climb, leading up to that frontal boundary. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're in the upper 60s to low to mid 70s. The higher the dew point number, the hotter it feels, especially since temperatures are going to be in the upper 90s to low 100s. So therefore, we're going to have heat index values pushing well over 100 degrees starting Saturday all the way through, say, next Thursday, with the hottest days coming through Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's pick up our timeline on Monday with our heat stress because, again, as we get back to it next week, as kids get back to practices before school starts, as bands are going to be out practicing, the heat stress will be in the high category as we get into our Monday. It expands even more so on into our Tuesday. We've got a high and extreme categories, and we'll stay that way again on Wednesday, but improving conditions are on the way due to the fact that we have some much needed rain. So make sure you track all of this each and every day through the upcoming weekend. Of course, you're not going to need the interactive radar, but you can check in on those current conditions and those UV index values, plus your daily forecast with the East Tennessee Weather app. Here is some great news to pass along. All right. Now the models are starting to show signs of a cold front that's going to bring us some below average temperatures. Now, July 18th through the 22nd, that's going to be up to our north, but it could be swinging into our area, which means below 88 degrees, basically. So, hey, listen, I think we'll take every little bit that we possibly could. And some elevated rain chances that may start to creep back up across the area as we get into the latter part of the month. And again, we'll start that process as we get into next week. Big risk across the country, not much in the risk for severe storms until we get into Saturday, Sunday across the high plains, upper Midwest, and that's the way it's going to be on into our Monday as well. So we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Make sure you stay on top of the latest weather forecast. Practice heat safety. Now, again, the heat stress is on the low side today, but really starts to crank up through the weekend and into the start of next week. Thanks for checking in on your morning weather update. Your next weather update comes up today at noon. We hope to see you then.